Kites are popular toys on windy days. We can make a kite of paper, plastic, or cloth. We need to stretch it across a light frame. Kites fly high in the air at the ends of long strings. Kites come in many sizes and shapes. For example, some kites have a very simple shape, but others can be in the shape of animals. It is better to fly a kite when there are two people. One person holds the kite facing the wind. The other person holds the kite's string. Many children and even adults fly kites for fun. There are even kite clubs and special events. Many people like to travel. When we travel, we go from one place to another. Some people travel because it is a part of their job. We call it a business trip. Some people travel for pleasure. They visit different countries and cities when they are on holiday. Such people are tourists. They go to see museums and sites. When we make the same trip every day, we call it commuting. We commute to school or to work by public transport or by cars. When we travel for longer distances, we use planes and trains. A lot of people like cakes. You can buy a cake or you can bake it yourself. If you make it yourself, you can be sure you have added only good ingredients there. If you want to bake a cake, you should go to the shop. You will need to buy some flour, eggs, sugar, milk and butter. They should be fresh and of good quality. When you are baking a cake, it is very important for you to follow the instructions. If you do not do it, something may go wrong. You may serve your cake with fruit or berries. Some people also love cake with ice cream. When you learn grammar, you learn not only about basic types of words, but also about the word order. For example, the order of words is very important for the English language. The meaning of a sentence changes when the word order changes. Here are two sentences: the car hit the tree and the tree hit the car. We use the same words in these two sentences. Yet, their meaning is very different because the word order is different. In the Russian language, the order of words is not so strict, but still important. Nowadays, people can travel to any part of the world. One of the most important parts of traveling is visiting museums. There are many different kinds of museums. Museums let people learn about their past. They are the best of many worlds under one roof. In most museums, you can learn about the history of a country or an area. You can see a country's traditional clothes and learn about its culture. Some museums are very famous. It is expensive to go there. Still, some countries have great museums which are free for everybody.
Collecting things is a popular hobby. You can collect different things. Some people love collecting coins. As many people travel these days, they often collect foreign coins. Such a collection may become expensive in the future. To get such a collection, you must understand the value of a coin. It depends on many things. These are date, metal, and the country where it comes from. Weight is also important. If there are some symbols on a coin, it becomes more expensive. It must also be in good condition to become a part of your collection. Milk is an important part of our diet. It is very healthy, that is why it is used as perfect food for babies. It has a lot of vitamins and it is also very tasty. We take milk from animals such as cows and goats. We cook a lot of dishes with milk or add it to many other dishes. We even make cakes using milk. Doctors say that every day a person must drink a glass of milk. Still, some people don't want dairy milk. They prefer oat milk instead. There are also many products to replace milk with if people can't drink it for some reason. Physical education is one of the subjects taught at school. Students do many different sports, exercises, and activities. There are many types of physical fitness. Physical education keeps kids and adults fit and active. It is very important for their health and well-being. Scientists have shown that brain development and physical exercise go hand in hand. Physical education can help academic success. It is important to educate people in the field of healthy and smart ways to stay active. The internet entered the life of people in the 20th century. It took us less than 10 years to face the fact of its spreading all over the world, including the developing countries. It has become not only the hugest information resource in the world, but one of the most rapid means of communication. People from different countries have got an opportunity to communicate with each other in quite a short time. In comparison with a snail mail or even airmail, an email gets over distance and time, borders of states with a fascinating speed. Thus, people get closer to each other. Now they have got a chance to get to know each other better, to become aware of what is common among nations and unites them, and what is different. Sleep is food for the brain. During sleeping, important body functions and brain activity occur. Skipping sleep can be really harmful. You can look bad, you may feel moody, perform poorly. Sleepiness can make it hard to get along with your family and friends and hurt your scores on school exams. Teens need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night to function best. Unfortunately, most teens do not get enough sleep. Not getting enough sleep or having sleep difficulties can limit your ability to learn, listen, concentrate, and solve problems. You may even forget important information like names, numbers, your homework, or a date with a special person in your life. Moreover, lack of sleep can lead to aggressive or inappropriate behavior.
Chinese food is famous all over the world. Chinese cuisine has countless delicious and fantastic dishes. Ingredients of Chinese food are various and sometimes shocking to foreigners. Chinese cuisine varies even across China. There are many regional cuisines with different flavors: spicy, sweet, sour. China has its own unique dining culture and etiquette, which foreign visitors may find quite different from what they are used to. Chinese use chopsticks to pick up food, not knives and forks. There are usually not salt or pepper shakers, or tomato sauce on the table, but you may find bottles of soy sauce, vinegar, and chili paste on the table. Some Chinese restaurants can be quite noisy and smoky where people don't control their talking volume or smoking. Tips are not expected in Chinese restaurant, as the service fee is included in the food price. There are numerous health benefits of owning a pet. The lowered blood pressure of a dog owner, for example, can be explained by the increased exercise taken on a daily basis. Going for a walk with your pet can also facilitate your social interaction, which can improve mood and reduce stress levels. If you live alone, pets can help overcome loneliness and encourage the feeling of responsibility for another being. Pets can also teach people with learning difficulties to communicate with the outside world. That is the miracle of pet ownership. There is the inevitable downside to pet ownership. The death of a pet can lead to the same, or similar feelings of loss that we experience when we lose a human member of our family. The ancient Egyptian pyramids are some of the most impressive structures ever built by human. Many of the pyramids are still present today for us to see and explore. The pyramids were built as burial places to the pharaohs. As part of their religion, the Egyptians believed that the pharaoh needed certain things to take with him in the afterlife. Deep inside the pyramids lays the pharaoh's burial chamber, which would be filled with treasure and various items for the pharaoh to use in the afterlife. The walls were often covered with carvings and paintings. Near the pharaoh's chamber would be other rooms where family members and servants were buried. There were often smaller rooms that acted as temples and larger rooms for storage. Narrow passageways led to the outside. Scientists have discovered that being an only child doesn't just lead to differences in behavior. It actually influences a child's brain development. The participants in this latest study were given tests to measure their intelligence and personality. In addition, their brains were scanned with special machines. Although the results didn't show any difference in intelligence between the two groups, they did reveal that only children are more flexible in their thinking. But according to personality tests, they are not always really nice people. As for the brain scanning, only children had more volume in the areas associated with language understanding. By contrast, the brains of only children had less volume in the areas which are responsible for emotions.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment.